All right, looks like we're going. Okay, cool. I'm gonna return to my Home Depot bucket throne here. All right, what's going on, everybody? It's me, the Beef Boss from the Beef Team, making a video about pottery. If you didn't know, my name is Andrew. I think I've mentioned it a couple times in random videos, but in case you're curious, there you go. First name is Andrew. Today I'm going to be showing you a video demonstration of me throwing pottery. Nothing in particular planned. I'm just going to see kind of where I go. Also, no guarantee that I won't fail this, because even though I practiced, I've been prone to get anxious when I'm on camera and not do as well, so we will see. First, we're gonna start off by trying to center the clay. This is a bit smaller of a portion than I normally use. I'm just doing something smaller today, so it won't take as long to get centered and ready to be in a workable position. Yeah. I'm gonna try and talk as best as I can during this, but I don't usually talk a ton when I'm throwing just because it takes a lot of focus. So commentary may be hit or miss, but try to enjoy anyways, I guess. Also, I know that some of for those of you that watch this and happen to be better at pottery than me, which I'm sure there will be some, my technique is a bit unorthodox because I'm mostly self-taught, so don't roast me too hard. Just working on getting this centered so that I can get it to a point where I'm comfortable to start the hole and the pulling process. I don't know if it's perfect, but it will work. It's certainly close enough. And now I get to do one of my favorite parts about this whole process, which is poke a hole in this bad boy, and kind of get it into a little bit of a disc or a cylinder shape. perfect. It'll do. Okay, well, this is going to be interesting. I now have my hole made, and it's in a bit more of a disc. So we are going to do the next step here, which is the step that I happen to be remarkably bad at, which is I have to try and pull this thing into a workable, usable shape. This is the part that I usually mess up on, and half of my things end up in the trash. But we're gonna give this a shot and see how it goes. Okay, actually that wasn't half bad. It's not broken yet, so I will count that as a success. Go ahead and get this thing wet down here and get it ready for another pull. Go ahead and make sure this is colored in. And I'm gonna clean my hands a little bit. You know, so far we have a nice, small, workable cylinder here. I'm gonna see what I can turn this into, if anything at all. That is nice and thin now. Can't find my sponge. Oh, there it is. Okay, found my sponge. Hear my mom doing something outside. I'm currently hiding in the garage, which is where I do most of my rowing, and I'm debating if I want to try and do something kind of fancy with this, but I'm a little bit scared to, because I really like the way that it looks now, and I am worried that I might break it if I get too greedy here, but might just go for it, because I mean, half the learning process with this is messing stuff up anyways, so yeah, I'll go for it. Just you have to get, when you're closing up forms like this, you have to make sure to get water out, because if you leave the water in, it'll prevent it from getting very dry, and also it will corrode a hole into the bottom, because clay is very, very water soluble. Get some more water on my sponge here, and gently try to put the outside only. did not get enough water on my sponge. Okay, cool. Okay. Outside, a little bit more wet. And okay, let's see if I can do this. Kind of gently trying to bring in this top part. Make a little bit of a vase type shape, and it's like we have the start of it pretty good. Again, just want to keep our hands very wet for this part, and I need to be a little bit quiet because I have to focus or I'm going to break this, so. Okay. I think that I'm gonna call it good for poles on that because the middle part of that isn't the most sturdy thing I've ever made, but that's fine. But now I just have to try and carefully get the water out without breaking it. So this should be a fun exercise. We'll see. Basically just have to avoid touching the sides as best as I can. And just gently run my sponge underneath. That looks like we got most of it. I'm gonna go ahead and run the sponge underneath as well because I'm gonna do a little bit of carving work on the bottom here if I can. Looks like I did miss some water on the inside, so I'm gonna try and get that out as best as I can. I just need to stop the wheel for a second and see how I see it's pulled up kind of in the middle. All right, so I'm gonna have the wheel going a lot slower for this part. Okay, I think I got most of it. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the wheel and check. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. The rest will dry out. Oh, one. My dogs are wondering what I'm doing over here. Hey guys. Sorry about that. Let's see. gonna grab one of my tools here. I can remember where I put it. Oh. Huh, that's interesting. I don't remember where I put my... Oh, here it is. Okay, let's see if I can do this, guys. Should be fun. Oh no. Oh no. Everything is going wrong. Oh dear Lord. No, that's... Well, unfortunately... Damn it. Unfortunately, I put a hole in the side of my piece that I was working on. Shit, that's embarrassing. Well, it happens. Yeah, well, that's a bummer. I was really hoping to get a fully intact piece for the camera, and I did have one that I liked, but then I wanted to do some fancy stuff with it. I was being a bit of a show off, but also this is just one of the things that happens when you're throwing pottery. Sometimes the pieces that you're working on just don't end up turning out, and it is part of the practice experience. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the wheel and put it in my slip bucket so that I can reuse the clay for some other fun stuff in the future. But unfortunately, Mr. Vase is no more. And into the slip you go. Let's see. Well, I guess I'll just leave the camera running while I clean off the wheel and talk to you guys a bit more. Sorry if the camera angle is a little awkward. Also, this noise is not the most pleasant in the world. Okay. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed watching me throw or thought it was relaxing or cool or something like that, do feel free to go down below and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help out a lot. It doesn't, well, I mean, technically it does help YouTube show our stuff to more people, because if they see that people are engaging, then they'll be like, hey, this kid's pretty cool, and then they'll recommend it. But also, it is just kind of nice for the, you know, it's good for the personal satisfaction to be seeing that engagement on the videos. So if you don't normally leave likes or comments or anything of that sort, maybe consider doing it today. It would be much appreciated, and as I always do, I will make sure to reply to all of your comments as long as they're not overtly weird, and I always do my best to heart them as well, because I know that I like when YouTubers notice my comments, so I try to pay that forward on all of our videos. Yeah, I'm so not used to just talking into the camera by myself, and it feels very awkward to do so, so I'm sorry if my commentary is a bit strange. Well, my wheel is clean, but I have to actually clean my hands off before I can turn the camera off because they're covered in clay. So I'm gonna do that really fast. Okay. A really low-tech setup here. It's just, my chair is a Home Depot bucket. I've got my wheel, and I've got another Home Depot bucket full of clay water that I use to clean the wheel, clean my hands, and wet my clay down. It also doubles as my slip bucket because I'm poor and I don't have the money to get a bunch of, like, cool stuff. Looks like my dogs are back. Hi, Naira. I don't think you can see them because of the way that the camera's pointed, but they're pretty cute. Okay. All right. Well, I've got my hands cleaned off, so I think I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. But as I said, if you did enjoy, please be sure to go down below, leave a like, drop a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. And I will probably be making more pottery videos because I really, really like doing it. And hopefully next time I won't break the thing that I'm making. But it's also me, and we know that I suck at all the things, so no promises. But see you next time. Bye.